Good day. Today I want to show you this nice prop I've been flying now. It's a couple of times I've been flying it, 4 times to be exact. I don't think I need to fly a prop 100 times before I can make a good assessment about the prop. This prop is exceptional, different to what I'm used to. The first prop I am flying that's got a variable pitch, which I can set before I'm flying. All three the blades can be set to a pitch, and remember, all of them must be the same. Now, if you look at this FTB prop, it's a 140 prop. So on the hub center, there's a A, B, and a C, and each serial number on this prop, at the end of the serial number, there's a B, and a C, and then each prop has a mark on it, and then on this center portion, the hub, there's a long mark and a couple of marks on the left hand side and the right hand side to measure your degrees by eye. You'll see I made marks on each prop or blade a certain distance from the center portion, or you can measure it from the end to here, doesn't matter, to measure the degrees with a clinometer to see exactly that they all are exactly the same. Now, what's nice about it is it depends on your flying style. If your flying style is more aggressive and you like to play a lot, you can set the pitch on this prop to more fine, and it will give you the responses you need very quick. If you fly long distances, XC flying, stuff like that, you don't need that, and you want to fly lower RPMs, you can set the blade pitch a little bit more coarse, so that helps a lot for long distance flying. Now, yesterday I had these blades a lot finer. This morning I had a little bit coarser, and I could see the difference. I can see the difference on my RPMs on my motor. So, and it doesn't matter what I'm telling you about the RPMs, but I can tell you that there was a 300 RPMs difference, 300 RPMs per minute difference on the two settings, on top throttle RPM and also cruising, flying, stuff like that. And my climb rate was a little bit slower this morning than yesterday. My takeoff was quicker yesterday than this morning because I had that quick push and up in the air. But my fuel consumption was better again this morning. So it depends on your flying style. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set it a little bit finer. Not much, just a little bit, a fraction, about 2 to 3 degrees, 2.3 degrees, 2 to 0.2, 0.3 degrees less, and it will make the difference that I need this prop that has to be. And that's how I will fly it. What is nice about this prop is I measured the weight of this prop, and I measured it against a Helix 3-blade prop, 140, exactly the same set configuration, with the aluminium cover plate. The total of this prop and the total of the Helix, I measured it, and there was a 250 grams difference in weight. So this one was a little bit heavier than a Helix, and we all know a Helix is already a heavy prop. But this prop has got a lot quicker response than a Helix. And then also the weight that you have more on this prop is on the center portion. It's not on the blades. And then also the guys that knows a helix, it's a little bit narrower than this prop. This prop is a little bit wider, and I like it. It looks nice. Then what I can also say is, if you break one of these blades, you can order one blade, especially when you come in landing and the prop is maybe like this and you have a bum landing or something like that, and this one blade breaks, you can only replace this one blade. And then you don't have a prop that's been fixed and stuff like that. I believe a prop that's not been fixed and it's manufactured, it's a lot stronger. And I think also when you fix a prop, let the blade you fix is a little bit heavier, so you may have to make the other blades heavier as well, so that is balanced. But it's my point of view. What I can say is it is a whole different thing if I can buy different blades. And if I have to replace all three blades, I still don't have to buy the center portion or one or two blades, and it will make the price difference replacing what you damaged a lot cheaper. This morning I fitted my camera on top of the cage, and I will also show you my takeoff and some flying with it. It's actually very nice. I like it. I was waiting for the 3-blade 140, and that was now the fixed one. You can't, it's not a variable one. What I can say is, just to add on, I have tested the 3-blade FDB prop, the 130 blade, on this machine. It's not the 3-blade. The 140 blade is got a little bit more thrust, and it performs better. But the 3-blade these guys make for 140 hoop, so the blade is 130 millimeters, 1.3 meters across. I liked it a lot. It flies very nice. I thought it would have been a lot less underpowered. It wasn't. It's really nice. So the guys who still have a Polini 202 with the 140 hoop, and you have to fly a 130 prop, you can really look at the 3-blade FDB prop. It flies nice. I tested it a couple of times. I flew it, and I found it very nice. But why must I fly a 130 if I can fly a 140 in my case? But if I had a 140 hoop, I would have flown that prop any day, all the time. And now this is my next prop I'm flying. I like it. I just have to set it a little bit finer when I get it home, and try it out tomorrow or the day after, and I will let you know what I found. But what I've seen, I like it. Because it's variable pitch, you can set it like you want it. That's the beauty of it. And why can the guys on trikes do it? Why can't we do it? So here we can do it, and it works. But I'll see you next time, and enjoy. Thanks so much. And if you have any questions, drop it. I'll answer it. And whatever you need to know technical about it or whatever. Or about this Polini motor. I fly the Triton carburetor. I fly the Rebel Evo frame here. Dudek harness. And me. And I fly my Viper wings. And I enjoy it. Thanks so much.